More importantly is the accountability. If a reporter who comes and dons press credentials and says, hey, we have a clear case of abuse, we want to show you this video, and they're turned away and the cops are called on them? You guys are public servants. You're taxpayer funded. We pay everything here. Right. Yeah. It really comes down to accountability. Who's monitoring the classroom environment? Did somebody not go around and see the only two flags that should be in a classroom are that one and that one? Amen. Yeah. I think we're all pretty disgusted with the politics that are going on these days. It does not need to happen to my son. Amen. Who's headed to public high school. Right. Or anybody else. Right. Thank you. Yeah.
My name is David Aria. I live here in the community, and I was shocked when I saw this on the news. I don't even hardly know what to say. Teaching communism in the public school system is it's evil. It's nonsense, okay? I've been to the former Soviet Union 7 times. I know what they do over there. I've worked with communist refugees for 40 years, since I was 12 years old. I know what it means when an entire family is blown to pieces and killed, okay? That's where this is going. This is evil. It's darkness. It is hell. And these are criminals for abusing our children. They are co-conspirators. They are accessories, and they are principals in this crime. Okay? They need to be gone. All these people are criminals, and you need to treat them like criminals. All the principal, the vice principal, and the board has to go. I've heard that there's 2 other teachers teaching this evil in our schools. There are 3 teachers. That's evil. Little innocent children sitting here that I see, I look in their faces. They are pure innocence, pure love. And these evil people are putting stuff into them. Okay, this has got to stop. And all of you people out there, you're men, ex-military, ex-law enforcement, current law enforcement, I'm ex-law enforcement. You need to be on the front lines every day. You do not protect your child. There is no need to be alive. There is no need to even have the United States. Okay? Everybody. Your neighbors need to be here. Your relatives, everybody. There is no excuse for communism on American soil. Okay? We need a criminal investigation, 273 subsection D. Okay? It's emotional damage. It's psychological damage. Look at the penal code. Federal, state, international law, all of it. I got 3,000 hours of current study. I know what I'm talking about.
Students, one graduated from Intercom and had this man's class last year, and my other son is currently going there. So I'm outraged, of course. I'm furious about this. I know the indoctrination in the schools has been going on a long time. We know that the Antifa organization is no different than the brown shirts were for the National Socialist Party before the Nazis came to power. And the fact that you have such a pedestrian response to what has happened, like, oh, just by the book. It's just, we just got to go by this section and that section. What about principles? What about the kids who have followed this man's path, went up to Oregon, maybe burned some buildings down there? What about them? I haven't heard anything about that. You know, maybe we should get a class action lawsuit. Behind your bureaucracy, I blame the leadership from the top down, because that's where it is. It's not an isolated incident with this guy. I've been in my child's classroom. I saw a Planned Parenthood sign. It was in Spanish. I decided to bite my tongue. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. But it's no place for the classroom. These kids are formative. It's time for them to start their individual creative thinking and not follow some psycho and become a useful idiot for a communist party.
After their house. Personal lawsuit.
So the person that didn't come to the podium, Jay?
No, I'm here.
I'll be right there.
Let's
Take
go.
those gloves off.
So my name is Jay Ash. I was born and raised here all my life. Got 2 grandsons that are getting ready to go in here. You feel this pain right here? It's not going away. The only question I got is, where does the fucking buck stop?
Yep, right there.
This is bigger than one teacher.
Yeah.
If this investigation doesn't expose everything, and you aren't above the board and transparent, I would challenge you to pick anybody out here to be on that investigative body. You're not gonna get it done. And we're not gonna be satisfied. This isn't going away.
No.
This is gonna get a lot bigger, and if you don't have more of this,
Business.
open discussions and revealing what's really going on in our schools, it's gonna get uglier. It's really gonna get uglier. There were so many red flags. The man had an Antifa flag behind his desk. He had Chairman Mao in the fucking corner.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me? I hold administrators at that school. I hold the person at Harvard. I was a correctional officer. I retired from there. They went all the way back to my junior high school. How far did you guys go back? All you needed to look at is what his social community or clubs he belonged to. His tattoos probably told the story.
That's right.
So where does the buck stop? Is it with you guys? Because if it is, you better do your job and you better get it right. Because you're not going to get a second chance.
We'll expose them all.
Done.
Elise McKenzie is the first person, and Rory Lowe, Brittany Johnson, Luis Ortega, and Josh Fuller, and Chris Orr.
That's me.
In that order.
Not in that order.
Elise.
Elise.
What's that?
All right, so.
I think most of them are still out in the hall because you called my name.
I'll go. I'm one of the ones.
Okay, go. I'll go.
So, yeah, she's raising her hand.
I'm Elise.
Okay.
Come forward. Thank you. Yeah, here she is. Thank you very much.
Say the name.
You guys paid a terrorist to teach our children. This isn't Afghanistan.
Thank you for hearing me. I need to remove my mask to speak. Please. I was frankly mortified when I saw that video. I tried to put myself in the place of a young student returning to school after a couple of years of isolation and just the horrible things, the isolation and the lack of social contact. And I tried to imagine myself as that student returning to classroom and meeting this teacher, okay? He's a bully. He's not teaching what kids need to hear, what kids need to learn. He's not teaching for the student. He's teaching for himself. Half of these teachers that are in there, you guys should really take a long look at. They're teaching their craft. They're teaching it's their agenda. It's not what kids need to hear. It's not what kids should be learning. It's socialism, it's communism, it's beyond that. The flags he had on the wall, we've talked about that. He's had murderers on his wall. My family tree holds 2 murdered police officers. My nephew just flew the last C-17 out of Afghanistan, and my son's out on Cal Fire. So I know what I'm saying when what America means to us, to our family, and to these kids. It is something special.
Yeah,
We cannot have it be trod down in school.
that's right.
We cannot have our teachers putting down America, inciting racism, inciting all different types of things. These kids do not need to hear it. They do not need to be anywhere near that ideology. And I actually suggest that you get counseling for his former students. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Christopher.
Could you state your name for the record, please?
My name is Christopher Horn, and you guys fired the Gabriel guy today because y'all got caught yesterday. Okay, we, as people have mentioned, this guy had an Antifa flag on his wall. He had Chairman Mao on his wall. He was indoctrinating these kids every single day. He was abusing them, scaring them every single day. Where the hell was the principal? Where were the vice principals? Where was the other faculty at this school? Where was the superintendent? Where was the rest of the district? Where were you? You know, he was fired today. Why wasn't he fired a year ago? Why wasn't he fired 2 years ago? Why did this go on for so long? Why are you only doing anything about it now?
Because you got caught.
Because you got caught. Exactly. Okay, and you guys, you're going to be held accountable. This is because of you. Gabriel Guide is a symptom, not the sickness. The sickness is in the district. It's in the school. It's everywhere. And people are sick of it. We're aware of it. We know what's going on, especially now, and we know what you're doing, and we're not going to let this go. You can't just fire this one guy and then just call it quits, and it's done. It's not done. You're going to have to do something about this. We want the policy of the schools, the written policy change. We want you to follow the rules you're already supposed to be following. We want an investigation, as other people have mentioned. We need an investigation of this, a criminal investigation.
Yes.
Okay, you have to be held accountable. Now, you can get ahead of this. You can do something about it. You can actually care about what the people in your community and the parents of these students who you're supposed to be taking care of, act what they have said and what they care about, what they want, what the law-abiding citizens of this country and this community want, or you can just double down and hide. It's not going to work.
Be brave, do something.
We'll be back. We're here today, we'll be here next week, we'll be at every freaking board meeting that you guys have. Okay? You have to do something. Do something now. Do something now.
Hi, my name is Brittany Johnson. I'm with KCRA3 News. Just before I even ask my question, is anyone from the board going to be available after to speak with us? And if not, then I'll ask the questions here.
He said he would.
Later this week. Tonight.
I'm asking because we've been trying to get comment. We've been calling the offices, we've been emailing.
We don't want it, we demand it.
I'll
We
ask my
demand
questions,
it.
just two that I have right now here are, have any prior complaints been made against Gabriel Guide and have they been reported to Intercom High School? If so, what were those complaints? When did they happen and what actions were taken by the school? And if no actions were taken, why were they taken? And then another question, the teacher in question, Gabriel Guide, stated that other teachers do share his beliefs. Has the board taken steps to identify any of those teachers who may have been sharing their opinions in the classrooms? And if so, what actions are being taken?
Nod your head.
He said next week. Superintendent.
Thank you for your time.
You work for us.
Stop paying communists, teachers pay.
I'll leave you tonight.
Just today, KCR, you get a pass.
Great job, KCR.
People are calling her out because it's fake news, and they said you get a pass today because you did your job.
And I'm a current resident here in the district. My son actually just recently graduated from Intercom High School this past year. And with that being said, the reason why I'm here tonight is to voice my concerns of the starting revelation that was brought to my attention yesterday from a video that surfaced online of a teacher by the name of Gabriel Guide. My first initial thoughts upon viewing this video was disbelief, frustration, disappointment, and anger. Anger that a teacher at Intercom High School, and I'm going to quote what he said openly, "I have 180 days to make revolutionaries."
Oh my God.
And his response, and they asked him, "How do you do that?" And his response was, "I scared the F out of him."
Child abuse.
As a parent, this is alarming. Alarming that the school staff, principal, vice principal, other teachers, and the faculty did nothing and allowed this indoctrination of these ideologies and beliefs to cultivate in his classroom. They did nothing. According to your statement that you guys released yesterday, that whenever civic education includes topics that may be controversial due to political beliefs or influences, instruction shall be presented in a balanced manner that does not promote any particular viewpoint. Are you going to sit here and tell me that Mr. Geipes, and the way he presented the material and subject matter, is balanced and not promoting a specific viewpoint? Where is the American flag in his classroom? Where is the Constitution or literature, the Declaration of Independence hanging up in his classroom? Nowhere. Is it not the responsibility of the district to evaluate the teachers? Let me answer that for you. Yes, it is. According to your governing board, they expect administrators assigned to evaluate teachers shall be competent in the instructional methodologies used by the teachers they evaluate, be skilled in the supervision of instruction and the techniques and procedures related to the evaluation of the instruction. It is your responsibility to know what he's teaching. Absolutely. And it's been going on for years. Yes. And you allowed it to happen. Yes. That tells me that you're not following your own governing board, your own rules. You're responsible for that.
Yep.
Why? Why allow this to go on?
Because the criminals.
Treason.
The school district has failed, in my opinion, and I'm going to finish with this last thought. Because you allow this indoctrination of Mr. Geip and his political ideology to flourish in his classroom. You have an opportunity to correct this.
She's holding up time sign.
Everything has been brought to light, and like everyone is saying, it does not end with Mr. Geip. There are some deep-rooted issues within this district. And I hope you guys make the right choice and make a change.
Good evening, my name is Rory Lowe, and although I do not have a student at Intercom, I am a member of this community and a parent myself. I'd like to start off by saying that I am neither far right nor far left in my political ideologies. I am very neutral in my stance. I have not come before you this evening to discuss politics. The infamous video of Mr. Geip was sent to me by my son due to the fact that I live in North Natomas. I got about midway through the video and had to pause it. It infuriated me. I was shocked that a person like Mr. Geip was being permitted to teach the children in my community. In the statement given by the Natomas Unified School District, you refer to balanced instruction as it pertains to controversial topics. It is very difficult for me to believe that a teacher with such radical views could lead a balanced discussion. As with most things in life, an element of bias is almost always present. I find it difficult to believe that his harsh views of government and society are not trickling down into his lectures to our students. I find his teaching methods to be similar to those of grooming. He is an authority figure whose life experiences and intellect far outweigh those of his students. Prior to this meeting, I had heard at least one of his students come to his defense, arguing that he is an intelligent, kind, helpful person and does give two sides to his lectures. I have no doubt that some of his students do in fact feel this way. As far as I can tell from his video, Mr. Geip is a predator of sorts. Predators often possess all of these qualities. It is how they gain trust. When a child trusts the person in front of them, manipulating that child becomes that much easier. Shaming students who do not subscribe to his radical views seems acceptable to him and his environment. But let's be clear, it is not. It is not acceptable to ridicule, name call, or disregard a student, their parents, or any of the religious beliefs that may drive their actions or beliefs simply because they do not coincide with his. This man is a danger to the minds of these children, and I ask that the district revisit their vetting process for future hires.
John Schulberg. First off, I think one of the things that we need to worry about the most, you said you're going to take action, but in his own video he said there's other teachers at this district, at that school, that share his same beliefs and teach in the same way he does. I also want to turn this around and get a little people mad at me. It is your guys' fault, but it's also the parents' fault. When Common Core came out, we let you slide. When all the sexual ed came out, we let you slide. I don't think there's time for any more. And for all these people to be shocked somehow that Antifa's new or hasn't been around, you've had a bunch of proud patriots standing the front line against these commie bastards for quite a long time. And you've allowed the fake news to destroy them instead of destroying the communists. It's all part of a bigger plan. You guys should be held responsible. Honestly, I'd be ashamed to go out and get coffee tomorrow morning. And you really, I mean, when you think about the history of this country and what we used to do to folks that would do something such as child abuse to our children, and that man's still enjoying life right now. Unfortunately, you guys have a lot to do, and I don't know what the community's going to do, but I challenge the community right now. If I come back in 6 weeks, I want to see just as many people here until they actually fix this. And maybe you people on this board are the wrong people to be here, but again, there's been people fighting this for quite a long time, and they've been the ones that's been the bad guy. It's time to change this. I tell everybody that's in this thing, it's time to come back and take America back.
And then Matthew Francis. Can you repeat that? Robert Rossi's next.
Go, Bobby.
Knock him out.
Oh, that's violence, sir. You can't say that.
That's called rhetorical speech.
Hello. I would like to defer to the woman with the baby. She could take my place since I'm not sure where she went.
Right here. Oh, let her talk first, yeah.
No.
Good job. Traditional values. Family values. Family values.
I just ask that you state your name for the record, please. Yes, Nicole. You need a last name, right? It's Howard. Okay, well, thanks for taking that. I've been an Atomas resident since 2015. In the last 6 years, I've embraced the harmoniously diverse portrait of our community. People from all different walks of life is what makes us unique. I was raised with an open mind and to respect people for who they are, even if they differ from me. These last 18 months have been the worst times I've ever seen. People are no longer respecting each other for their differences in opinion. They're now pointing the finger and blaming each other. This is a time and place. This is not a time and place for expressing our individual beliefs, but a school is not one of them. Under no circumstances should a teacher bestow, recruit, or incentivize a student to conform to their belief system. The last time I checked, this was not part of our school curriculum. I'm here on behalf of my sister-in-law. She couldn't attend tonight. My nephew was Gabriel's student. Gabriel is not a teacher. He's trying to teach our students about his communist beliefs. What I saw yesterday was an irrational person on a mission to form an army of communist revolutionaries. Never in my life have I witnessed this type of inappropriate behaviors from someone whose job it is to educate our students. These young adults have been through so much stress and trauma recently. The last thing they need is a power-driven Antifa member persuading them to join his army and hate those that have a difference in opinion. No political opinions of any teachers should ever be forced upon our students. This is not all about left or right. This is about what's right or wrong. We demand the termination of this man now, yesterday. Why are we waiting? And an investigation amongst the other teachers who share these same ideas, who are implementing these ideas on our children.
And
No
a criminal
child should ever be
investigation.
subjected to these radical ideologies.
Thank you for your comments.
He is a humiliation to our community and endangering our students. He is a division amongst us that needs to be depressed. How dare he show up and deliver
Sue's been listening to this guy for years. Listen to her.
Gabriel, I hope you're just as uncomfortable as you made our students.
Yes.
Good job.
Awesome.
Hello, members of the school board.
Could you state your name for the record?
Yes. Yes, my name is Robert Rossi. I'm a resident of Natomas. I would like to ask the members of the school board if they teach their children, foster children, or any young relative, or any young person they are custodian of, that they should join the anti-fascist action. Or teach them, if they feel uncomfortable about themselves, then they should change their gender. Or teach them to support Planned Parenthood, or teach them that they are living on stolen land, or that communism is better than capitalism. Do they teach them that Republicans are Nazis? I ask everyone, if Intercom Public Taxpayer High School teacher Gabriel, however you say his name, Guy, wanted to turn his students into a communist revolutionary, scare the shit out of them, make them feel uncomfortable, and promote the things I have mentioned, would you want your child in this school environment? Would you want the teacher terminated? Would you want to know why he was hired? Would you want his teaching credentials removed?
Yes.
Think about the students that felt tortured, knowing that they could not speak out.
Yes.
Public K through 12 education should focus on core reading, writing, and mathematics. It should be a positive learning environment, not a radical education.
Yes.
I have the pictures of the posters that hang in the classroom, which I found out are now taken down. Thank you. If the Supreme Court can find the 10 Commandments unconstitutional to be posted in our public classrooms, then how can this be any different?
Exactly. Exactly. Yes.
Thank you.
So it was Casey Clay, and then Jennifer Kelly, and Salvador Jaime, and Matthew Francis, and Christine Fish.
Casey Clay, just looking out and seeing masks, it's like hiding. Yeah, it's actually quite sickening. So I have three kids. One graduated from Intercom, the other two are juniors. And like one of the other parents stated here, my kid that graduated loved Intercom. Diversity, everything that we have to offer. When I heard about this, I wasn't surprised. Last year, listening in was an eye-opener.
That's right.
And my juniors, I asked a lot of questions. And we have open communication.
That's right.
Which is good. Not a lot of people get that from their kids. And that's why teachers, it's important not to be indoctrinating them.
Right.
Because they look at teachers as respected adult figures. It's not your position. It's not your position to tell your opinions or your thoughts. You can be caring without telling your opinions and your thoughts. But what really upset me was a history class that was going into current events when it should have been world history. Why aren't you teaching about communism? Teaching about things that our kids need to know and what is going on there. So I asked the question. I tell my kids, you know what, I need to bring this up. They're scared that they're going to get a failing grade for a parent sticking up because it's happened before. And I know this to be true because my graduated son of 2 years ago had experienced this. It's not okay. It's not okay to do that. And keep checking, seriously? I'm done.
Yeah, get off your laptop. Seriously.
I'll help. I'll put money in.
My name is Jennifer Kelly. I'm a concerned parent, concerned neighbor, retired police officer, deputy sheriff, coroner, firefighter, EMT, flight nurse. I practice medicine as a nurse practitioner. I volunteer at CASA, that's a court-appointed special advocate for foster youth. And what else? I say this, and I'm a mandated reporter.
Yep.
And when I saw this video, I was shocked, especially coming from Intercom. I mean, any high school anyways, but especially Intercom. The problems that I have is that when you send a child to school, you have the student handbook. There's no bullying, there's no ostracizing, there's no discrimination, there's yada, yada, yada. And then, but you have someone that's in a position of power, when you have a teacher, that ups the game. And it's great that he's fired, but as a mandated reporter, who filed the CPS report?
Yeah. CPS. Child abuse.
CPS and a complaint needs to be filed to the district attorney.
Absolutely. Amen.
Go into the other teachers. I'm trying not to repeat what everyone else says, but because I said all my credentials, I wanted to let you know that they're not just saying they want this because they don't know what they're talking about. They do know what they're talking about.
That's right.
Amen.
They don't want it, they demand it.
The other thing is, there needs to be counseling for these children.
Right.
Yep, part of the lawsuit.
It's huge. I mean, these kids are terrified, and it's going to affect them for the rest of their lives.
Yep.
Thank you for your time.
Good job.
Thank you, Bonnie, for the donation.
Once again, my name is Eduardo. Last name Thank you once again for not canceling the meeting. First of all, I'll make it quick. I happen to be one of those parents whose daughter was in this class. Now, I was proud to know that she was taking an AP class. She's looking forward to college. Then I come across the video yesterday. I'm still a little shocked, still going through the emotions. I contacted the school. I believe I spoke with Vice Principal Brian. He actually, I have to say, I felt his heart is in the right place. I said, what's your opinion? Is that what you guys' policy is? He said, no. I said, well, what am I going to do? I know it's a teachable moment for me, but what can I do as a parent? And I didn't think he was going to say anything. He said, you know what, you're doing the right thing. If you care about it, you call and ask. If you care about it, then go ahead and go to the meeting and let them know how you feel. I talked to my daughter. And the guy seems very nice, whatever. The first thing that he said to them, to the students at the beginning, the same thing that he said on the video. I have 180 days to turn you guys into revolutionaries. That's how he started the year, okay? Now they asked him, well, you know, what's going on? I said, I can't tell you anymore. He said, I don't know you guys yet. So from the very beginning, he planted the seed. And this guy is in a position of power.
Domestic terrorist. Yep.
And part of me feels bad for the guys. You know, he went to Sac State, he's a local guy. You know, you guys have to educate, not indoctrinate. Part of me,
Thank you, Thomas.
hopeless almost.
They know what they're doing.
That, you know, he's right. We keep moving to the left, 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 left.
Thank you,
They're
Matt.
now putting posters of Mao. I can just go on, but I don't want to vent. Thank you guys for taking action. I'm gonna hope that you guys are doing it because it's the right thing, and not because you're being forced to do it.
Right. They're cowards. They're being forced.
They're being forced. They wouldn't do it. They didn't do it for all these years.
I don't want to know your political ideology. I don't care. I don't want radical left, radical right. I don't want that in the classrooms. I can't believe that we got into that point where a teacher is actually bold enough, a Marxist, an Antifa
Celeste,
terrorist.
thank you.
Yes. All right.
Fuck Antifa.
Hi, my name is Matthew Francis. This is my son. He graduated this year. Oh, wow. Okay. We went through hell last year, and you put all of us on the front line last year. we got to see everything that was going on. You have the men in blue here to protect you guys. They should be knocking on that door, arresting that man. I have respect for these men in blue as much as all these people do. If it weren't for these people, he'd probably be dead. Because people like this lifted him up. Do you guys know how much teenage suicide happened last year?
5 times.
That's what we should really be
Thank you,
talking
Patrick.
about. That's on you guys. All of it. I want to ask for your resignation. There's many people in this room that can do your job 1,000 times better. I'm one of them. Because I care about children. I don't think you guys do.
Nope.
Or you wouldn't let this kind of stuff happen. This is ridiculous. I got this video this morning, and let me tell you, I'm not shocked. Why? Because there's another teacher right down the road. Victoria Green Academy, who did the same thing to my son. And to many others.
Lawsuit.
And you people know who it is. I'm not even going to mention the name. Because thank God for these another video. Because you're going to see another video as soon as they get to talk to me. I promise you that. You already know his name. I don't even got to mention it. I'm appalled that that man is still teaching at my daughter's school. I cannot believe it. My daughter is taking AP World History. She's so uncomfortable with taking the class. You know why she's taking that class? Because I wouldn't let her be in this other person's class.
Wow.
That's on you.
Good evening, board.
Hey, young man. Thank
My
you.
name is Christine
God bless you.
Fish. I'm a candidate for Congress.
Hey.
I'm here to speak on behalf of the number of teachers that contacted my campaign because they're afraid. They're afraid to speak out, that you won't defend them against the teachers union. That will have them railroaded out of their jobs, out of their careers, which will ultimately railroad them out of their homes. The
Gary,
majority
thank
of
you.
teachers, I believe, are good.
They are.
They have a passion, went through everything it took to get through school, to get the teaching credential, and want to be in a beautiful school district. This should be the flagship for Sacramento. One of our most technologically advanced high schools. And we have students afraid to go here. I know of one board member here who has consistently fought for the students and for the teachers teachers that are afraid to stand here and say this. I'd appreciate it if you didn't play with your phone while I was speaking.
you.
You have to look at me. I'm paying you the courtesy of standing here speaking to you, so looking away. Now we know what happened. We know what happened when the children came to the school board, to the principal, to their counselors, and begged for help because they were being tortured and indoctrinated by a teacher.
Lawsuit.
Because you turned your head away. You decided to play with your phone.
Yep.
You're going to see plenty of your face on social media when these people leave here.
Lawsuit.
There may be lawsuits, but what I can tell you is I've had multiple teachers tell me they have complained. They've had students complain. They've had parents complain. We need a full and thorough criminal investigation. From the bottom up, from the janitors all the way up to the superintendent to find out who is ignored. And to the one person I know on this board that has consistently fought for the rights of the students and to take care of the teachers here, thank you.
Thank you.
This emotional pain, seriously.
Thank you.
We can't hear you.
Speak louder. The mic wasn't on, I'm sorry.
She's so real, you know what?
Maria, Kyle, Wendy Montez, Kyle
They need to run these people out of this town.
Well, yeah, soon. Well, they can run them out. They can do both.
Yes.
Like they said, look at all the suicides, kids. It's
Yes.
not right.
I'm sorry, and then Rick Potts.
First of all, I would like to thank every parent that's in here right now. The second thing is, the reason why my daughter is standing behind me is because my job as her parent is to protect her from anybody that has ill will towards her. So being that this is her first year at this high school that is world renowned and everybody knows about this school, is so perfect, everybody does everything right. The first time my daughter tells me, and she goes against my wishes, to come out of a classroom that's disruptive to her well-being, I have an issue.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I am very articulate. My children are very well read. They speak their opinion. They make sure that they are clear in what they do and do not like. And for the fact that my 17-year-old daughter had to come to me and said, "Mom, you don't understand. Let me explain." This means that in 2 weeks, in 13 days, he was allowed to change my daughter's mind about some fascist crap that y'all have let in this school. I'm from Texas. This does not go on in Texas. They're 2 grades higher than California, period. So to think that my very sound-minded daughter would go against me and my wishes and our values in our home, to be able to go and support this man, and he is putting her in harm's way, what the hell are y'all doing? How long does it have to go on before somebody says something? How long? How long? What are you gonna do? That's the question. Get him out of here. We don't fucking care about this boy.
That was incredible. That was incredible.
Good evening. My name is Maria Caselli, and 2 years ago, my youngest child graduated from Indian High School. I can tell you that there is a culture of toxicity at this school, and we tried to address it during his attendance there. When he was a sophomore, his first year there, he took an English class, and there was subtle indoctrination in the curricula. It is not just in the government classes that this toxicity and poison is occurring. It is in English classes. It is in art classes. We tried to address it through the proper chain of command, only to be told it would be taken care of. And here I am tonight, and he's graduated. I was born in Venezuela, and while I have been here in the United States for many years, my family, my father's side, is still there. So what I hear is second and third hand information. I do not want this place and this educational system to become Venezuela. And it is up to you. You have heard the people speak. You work for us. We expect you to do the jobs that you were elected to do. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the word my name you called earlier. I'm actually a parent of a student in the local district. I actually walked with my social science major across the street from Antifa High School. I have a lot of familiarity with school teachers in the area. I substitute in the San Juan School District. This is not an isolated incident. This is why I left teaching, because I can't deal with the politics here. my student, my son, is trying to make it through another area. The video shows here of the issue. He's also facing similar issues in his school. The parents in this area are awake. We're going to be at all the meetings.
Yep.
Letting you guys know.
Not going anywhere.
I'll give this to somebody else who's in the district. Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
Before we take the next public comment, Madam Chair, I would like to motion for a 5-minute recess.
Looking for a motion, need a second? I'll second. Second by trustee Baines. Call the roll.
Baines. Grant.
Aye.
Harden. Heredia. Kaplan. Wally. Aye.
Okay guys, if you're just tuning in, they're taking a 5-minute recess. We are not going nowhere. We're gonna stay here. You have seen some very passionate pleas from parents, the residents here, and I wanna thank everybody for sharing, tuning in. If you wanna donate to the stream, the Cash App is $sign Oreo Express, buymeacoffee.com/Oreo Express. Let's see who we can find out here. Yes. What's your name? Nice to meet you, bud. Having a good time. Let's go see what it looks like out here.
The whole gang is here.
Telling you, everybody. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. What's up? It's great to see a community actually standing up. I think I'm moving this area.
Oh, they won't notice. They won't pay attention. They won't say anything. Come on.
Her speech was absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like outside. I'm just going to get a quick pan outside and come back. Thank you guys. So this is what it looks like outside. Folks are out here standing. It looks like they've, how you doing? Good. Looks like they've increased the officer presence, which I think they need to. Because those people should be dragged out.
Yes, they should. Every one of those board members should be dragged out. There's enough on each one of them. Yeah,
Yes.
they really should.
So you got folks out here just hanging out.
Do their job. If they can't do the job, they need to resign.
Did everybody lose audio? Someone said they lost audio. Let me know. If you haven't subscribed or liked the channel, please do, guys. This is what we do all the time. How you doing, bud? Yeah, 5 minutes. Good, man. Just traveling around doing my thing. He's doing good. He's doing good. What's that? Oh yeah, him and his family did when he first moved out of California. But yeah, she's doing well. She's healing. Just asking for some prayers. Yeah. He was actually supposed to call me yesterday. I texted him and he's dodging me. I'm gonna have to track him down. I don't know what's going on. I gotta grab something really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. We're heading right back in there. It's getting loud in there, bud. I had to take it off. I was in a bad area where you couldn't have American flag stuff on your car. Oh. I'll grab a water really quick. You want a water yet?
No. I got the right stuff to clean that right off.
It's my boy Razor. Okay, so we're gonna head back in 2 minutes.